Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my BEA slash bookcon book haul, and I do have to say that I know it's going to seem like a crazy number of books that I have in here, but I actually limited myself really well during the con and the expo, and I know I have been on a month-long hiatus and I'm sorry for that, but I am back to film the most exciting video of the year and for the most exciting time. And make sure to stay to the end of the video because I do have a giveaway for some of these books that were available at the con, and that if you know, readers, if you guys have a chance to win it, just make sure you stay till the end. But yeah, let's just get started into the video. I will not know the synopses for some of them, but as always, I leave the Goodreads links down below. So let's get started. So the first book that I have here is The Sisters of the Winterwood by Rena Rossner, and this, I actually went to her panel for this and I got it signed. She's a really sweet author, and I just think this book sounds really interesting. It's supposed to be magical realism, and it is marked as adult, but she said it was kind of a crossover between young adult and adult, and I don't really know much about this other than it's kind of like a fantasy with like two sisters, and she really wanted to focus on that sister relationship in this book, and there is Jewish representation. So that's all I really know about this book. That's all I really want to know, and hint, by the way, this is going to be in the giveaway, so that's why I didn't really put much effort into looking at the synopsis, because I'm just going to be giving this one away to one of you guys. The next book I have here is What We Buried by Kate A. Boorman. This cover is really creepy. I don't know what this one is about, but this was sent to me from Henry Holt, well, at the con, of course, and this one just looked really interesting. Some of these books I made sure to get myself, but some of them I received in goodie bags when I went to blogger parties. But yeah, this one looks interesting. The next book I have here is Jack of Hearts and Other Parts by Elsie Rosen. So this one was pitched to me as like following a sexually active gay teenager, and he's just navigating through life, and it sounds so interesting, and I love the representation in it. I love the representation on the cover, and I'm really excited for this book's release, to promote it a lot, and of course I'm just altogether excited for it to be on the market. But yeah, it's supposed to feature it's supposed to have like an open conversation about sex, which I think is something that's really like taboo in YA. So yeah, I definitely am excited for this. The next book I have here is Finding Yvonne by Brandy Colbert, and I'm so excited for this one. So on the last day of the con, I made sure that I got this book. Like, I legit, like not even kidding, like stood in that line for like an hour long because I wanted to get this book. If you didn't know, Brandy Colbert wrote Little in Line, which is one of my favorite books of last year, and I just love the way she talks about like serious issues. This one, I don't really know the synopsis of it, but I know it follows like teen pregnancy. The main character's book gets unexpectedly pregnant, and she's in the midst of like applying to schools and picking schools that she wants to go to. She wants to go to this like elite conservatory for violin, and it sounds super interesting. I just love the way she talks about her topics, so I decided to get it because I'm excited. The next thing I have here is the King of Scars sampler by Leigh Bardugo. I am super excited for this release. Anything Leigh Bardugo, I am just super excited for, and this is supposed to have some of the characters from the Grisha trilogy, but also one of the characters from Six of Crows. So I won't spoil who that is if you didn't know yet, but yeah, super excited. So the next book that I have here is The Silence of the Girls by Pat Parker. This looks super cool. Look at this beautiful cover. So I wasn't planning on getting this, but I actually went to one of the blogger parties, and one of the publishers were pushing this book, and they were kind of selling it as the story of the Iliad told by from the female characters. And I should just say right now that this haul should be renamed like Badass Heroine Book Haul, because most of the books in this haul feature like badass female protagonists and sister relationships and girl power and everything. So definitely, if you're looking for some of those recommendations, definitely keep watching. But this one just sounds so interesting, and I love Greek mythology, so I'm excited to see how this goes, and I really want to read this next. The next book I have here is Sawhill Girls by Claire Legrand. I literally got this on the last day of the con, and I didn't know they were even gonna put it in the con, but Claire Legrand is the author of Furyborn, which I just read and I absolutely loved. And when I was meeting her at like this brunch that I had with her, she was talking about her new release, Sawhill Girls, this one right here, and she was saying how this is like a horror, and I don't know about you, but I love reading horror, and I don't really read any good horror in YA. Like, I feel like the last horror that I read was Stephanie Perkins' book, which is not scary at all. So she said this was like really scary, like along the lines of like actual scary YA, and this actually, yeah, I have no idea what it follows, but I just picked it up because I remember that she mentioned it. I love the author's writing, and I'm excited to get scared. So the next book that I have here is The Song Rising by Samantha Shannon. This is actually one of the only books I bought at the con because I was just, like, I have the entire collection of The Song Rising in hardback and I have it in paperback, the first 2 books, but I didn't have the 3rd book, so I decided to splurge on it. It was kind of expensive because, I mean, you're paying for convention prices, but I'm glad that I was able to complete my collection. The next book that I have here is Wildcard by Marie Lu. I know, the much anticipated sequel to Warcross, which you guys, if you guys have watched my wrap-ups, I didn't really enjoy, but I am willing to give this a chance because that cliffhanger in Warcross, like that ending, so I have to know what happens next, so I'm gonna read this and I'm probably going to give it away at some time, so definitely keep watching. It's not gonna be in this giveaway, but if I feel like I don't really enjoy this one, I'm probably gonna give it away. The next book that I have here is The Darkest Star by Jennifer Armentrout, and I'm super excited for this. I didn't even know that she was going to be there and she was going to give this book. I basically didn't do any research before I went. So this is another Lux novel, so this is basically going to take place in the same universe as the Lux series, which I absolutely adore. I love the Lux series so much that I made a shirt for it when I was going to meet her, and I'm super excited for this. So this one follows, I think, the character Luke and a girl somewhere. I have no clue, but I'm super excited to read it, and look at this cover. It is gorgeous. So the next book I have in this haul is The Girl King by Mimi Yu, and look how huge this book is. I totally stood online so long to get this book because it's also supposed to be a new Hotshot Bloomsbury release, and this one is kind of following 2 sisters. Let me just read what it says. It says, 2 sisters become unwitting rivals in a war to claim the title of emperor in this richly imagined Asian-inspired fantasy for fans of Renee Audier and Saba Tahir. Super excited about this. I knew that it had Asian representation and I went like this and I was like, I need that book. But yeah, as you can see, there's a huge trend in this book haul, like sister relationships and girl power. Loving it. So the next book in this haul is Seafire by Natalie C. Parker, which I also got signed by the author, and I met her, and it was really cool because I wasn't really expecting to get this book, but I just stood in line with my friend. I was able to meet her. This is, she said it's supposed to be like a Mad Max Fury kind of thing. I have no clue what that means. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a pirate ship book on the sea, not mermaids. I know I thought it was mermaids, but it is not, and I don't know much about it, but I'm excited because it's fantasy, and who doesn't love pirates? The next book that I have here is For a Muse of Fire by heilig, and my friend is such an amazing person. She stayed online for me to get this book while I was getting another book. I was getting another book for my friend, and she got it signed to me, and I am so excited for this book. I didn't even know that heilig was coming out with a new book, but I love The Girl from Everywhere. I love her writing, and this is supposed to be also another Asian-inspired fantasy with a lot of like Asian culture in it, and I'm just super excited to see how this fares, and I'm really excited. But yeah, I really don't know much about it. It kind of has one of those very vague fantasies, synopses. So yeah, but other than that, the cover is beautiful and I'm super excited. The next book that I have here is Never Contented Things, a novel of fairy by Sarah Porter. Sarah Porter is the author of Vasa and the Night, if I recall correctly. But yeah, they were just giving away these uncorrected proofs. They don't even have covers yet, and this one's supposed to come out in 2019 and in winter 2019, so this is a very early release. I haven't even done my research on this yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more talked about and everything once the date comes, because honestly this is just a really early arc. And the next book that I have here is City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. I know everyone wanted this book. This, hint hint again, this is going to be in the giveaway. This is a middle grade book that Victoria Schwab wrote, and it's set in Edinburgh, Scotland. So that is a really cool setting. I'm interested to see how people like this, but for now I don't think I'm going to be keeping it. So the next book that I have here is Dry by Neil Shusterman and Jared Shusterman, and as you can see, yes, those are post-its. I've already finished this book. It is my first book from BEA and BookCon. Guys, this, if you haven't pre-ordered it, it is amazing. Go get it. So this book basically takes place in California, and it's kind of like they're living, so basically they have to kind of restrict how much water they use because they're running out of water, but this book takes place like after that, like they already know they're running out of water, but when they completely like tap out, when there's no water left for them, like the other states around them cut them off from water, so they don't have a water supply. It is harrowing and scary, and you feel so helpless in this situation, and you just learn to appreciate water more. I don't know. If you would like to read my full review, I'll leave it linked down below. But yeah, probably one of my favorite reads of this year already. I'm serious. Okay, and the next book that I have here is one that you're like probably like, what the heck? But it is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, and I waited 2 hours on this line to get this because y'all know Samantha Shannon is like my fave. Like, I love the Bone season, have read all the books that are out right now, have read the novellas, have read the little sampler thingies, and I have like collections of the books, and it is amazing. It is wonderful. Her writing is so beautiful. This book kind of scares me since it's bigger than my face, but I'm super excited to read it. I don't know when I'm gonna read it yet. This is also another 2019 release, so they released it pretty early, but this was supposed to be a really hyped up book. It's supposed to be very publicized by Bloomsbury, so I wonder that's why they did it. But yeah, I'm just super excited to get to this. Don't really know what it's about other than it's kind of like the characters, female characters in this book are like at the brink of war, and it's a war with the dragons, and there's a queendom. It's just a whole bunch of fun. Like, her books are so fun. My god. Yeah, super excited for this. So the next book that I have here is The Boneless Mercies by April Genevieve Tcholke. Look at this cover though. It's so beautiful. I remember when I got this, everyone was like, where did you get that? Where did you get that? I'm like, I just got it from that booth, and everyone started running. This is supposed to be a Beowulf retelling filled with, instead of the told in female perspective, female characters, it follows like a band of a girl mercenary group, and they're kind of like known for killing and whatever and being like ruthless, but one of the girls, after hearing stories about all the heroic figures in her life, she wants to be heroic, or she wants to set a good example, so I guess. So they go off to fight this monster that's invading this town. That's pretty much a crappy synopsis of this book. But yeah, Beowulf, I think I read it in like 9th grade, I think. And yeah, I'm excited to see how they do a female spin on it. Okay, so the next book that I have here is Blanca and Roja, and this is by Anna Marie McLemore, and no joke, guys, I was like 5 feet away from her at this party, very close to her, almost was gonna talk to her because The Weight of Feathers is such an amazing book, but I felt like I didn't like read her books enough to talk to her. I don't know, some weird thing like that. But yeah, I'm excited for this book. Everyone loved this book who has read it so far. Super excited. I love her writing. That's the one thing that I love about her books. And yeah, there should be a new release. Next book that I have here is Unclaimed Baggage by Jen Dahl. Look at this cover. This cover is hilarious. There's like a squirrel, and he's holding two acorns essentially. But yeah, this seems really funny. It seems like a very funny, humorous kind of novel. I've never really read anything from Jen Dahl, but yeah, this is also very exciting, and I'm excited to see like what early reviewers say about this book. Okay, so that is the end of the book haul. I know this is the part that you've all been waiting for, the giveaway. So, in order to win, I'm giving away a copy of Seafire by Natalie C. Parker, Jack of Hearts and Other Parts by Elsie Rosen, The Sisters of the Winter Wood by Rena, and I'm also giving away a King of Scars sampler for y'all that want one and are interested in reading it by Leigh Bardugo, because this is just a mini sampler, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to add it to your collection. So if you would like to enter my giveaway, it is US only, unfortunately, because shipping prices are cray, and I'm not going to be the one shipping it. Someone else in my family will, because I'm going to be away for the next few months. So yeah, that's going to be their job. So if you would like to enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this video. Let me know down below what is your most anticipated read of 2018. Give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, that's all you have to do to enter the giveaway, and you could win all of these amazing titles that are coming out in 2018. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys stay tuned for the next videos, because I have a bunch of new fun videos coming up, since I'm going to be away for the next week actually in Japan, so you might see some vlogs and stuff. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and bye!